Jarace, what have you thought of this team's defensive progress so far throughout the preseason from game 1 to now?
I feel like we're taking strides in that end of the floor. I feel like we just have to stay consistent on that and continue to focus on that end of the floor, especially because we're such a good offensive team. So I feel like we focus in life on that and we'll continue to grow and develop.
Rick just mentioned tonight he thought your zone stuff was okay, but not as much the man stuff. What are you seeing as the struggles you guys are having in man coverage?
I feel like just keeping it as simple as keeping our man in front, stop needing so much help, stop needing the rotation, stop needing the seeker, just try to guard our man, guard our yard without needing extra help and extra bodies.
That fourth quarter, what were you seeing different that let you get going a little bit?
It was really a mindset kind of thing, just trying to flip the switch and get in attack mode. I guess the lineup too. I guess I kind of had to do a little bit more with a different type of group out there.
Rick wasn't thrilled with the first unit as a whole, I guess, in the first quarter. I mean, what took you guys a while to get going? Obviously, it's a different unit than you're used to, different unit that you guys have been playing with. What took you guys a while to get started?
I feel like it was just our energy, because usually that's the one thing that we'll start the game with. Like, we're going to miss shots, we're going to mess up on defense here and there, but if you don't have energy and you don't have that effort that we usually bring day in and day out, it's going to be hard to compete against high-level teams.
Do you feel like these guys, did they do something to punish you for that, basically? As you mentioned, this is a team that plays tough and physical, obviously. You know, they played all of last year without the guys. Do you feel like kind of that's what it was, is that they kind of attack you with the sticks?
Yeah, I mean, those guys are hungry and they fight real hard over there, so them just having that smash mouth, hard play mentality, and then us not waking up, getting ready to go it was amplified in that first quarter for sure. And then you could tell once we got our fight, once we got our legs into it, and just kind of switch our mindset into a more dominant, more aggressive, more hard playing mindset. I feel like we started to play more like the Pacers.
When did you get a sense that it had changed and you had gotten past it?
I feel like a little bit in that second quarter with the second unit. And then I feel like it was really shown in that fourth quarter with that last group we had out there.
Yeah, how do you feel like the transition's been from playing the 4 more to now playing the 3?
Not too big of a difference because our offense is so interchangeable, but I feel like defensively is where it plays a bigger part, just having to guard those smaller players, quicker players, and just trying to keep them in front.
How do you think that process has been for you?
I feel like it's been going well. It's been a smooth transition. Just got to keep building and getting better.
Ben, we just heard from Rick and Jarace not liking parts of the defensive effort you guys had tonight. What's been the biggest issue you guys have had throughout the preseason and even again today on that end?
Definitely transition. I feel like when we do our job and stop the ball on that end of the floor, and it just leads into our offense, and that's the first part, to stop the ball in transition, and obviously it's important for us to lock in on that side of the ball. So.
Some zone stuff getting implemented this year. When did you guys start kind of putting that in, and what do you feel about how that has worked for you so far?
We put that in 3 days ago, and we're a super long athletic team, so if we stick to our standards and stuff like that, I think it could be really effective. So, but we're still getting the hang of it and just working through it.
You've been ball handling reps a couple times. You were dribbling around a screen. How much more comfortable do you feel in those, and what are you still trying to iron out in those moments?
I feel a lot comfortable. I feel like I can play 1 through 3, and just being ready, showcasing stuff that I can do with the ball in my hands, but while also playing the right way. So, just playing the right brand of basketball.
You mentioned playing the one. I mean, you had some of that tonight. How much experience do you have in that, basically, and how comfortable do you feel if you're in those kinds of situations when you have to run the offense?
I played a little bit of point guard in college, but here, not so much. I played a little bit in the G League last year, but for the most part, I'm running to the corners and stuff like that. But just doing whatever's asked of me.
I think Rick's biggest criticism tonight was basically the first quarter or so, just not seeing as much energy. I mean, do you guys feel like you guys were able to find something once that second unit checked in, basically? And what do you think? How do you think you guys were able to kind of flip the switch there? Or do you feel like you did?
I feel like the second unit today saw what was going on, the waves of the game, and just had to make it evident that we wanted to be there. Mm-hmm. And early on, it didn't look like we were playing as hard as they were, and we didn't have any energy. So that was just what we talked about in the huddle before we went in, just show energy and try to match their intensity.